What's up, guys? It's been a minute since I posted, but we're back. Today I'm making a video of what it takes to turbocharge a car, not just a VQ. This applies to any car you're trying to boost. I get asked this question a lot, so I decided to make a video about it. This is the stuff you need, not including the piping, like the turbo manifold, or the down pipe, or up pipe, or the charge pipe. This is all the extra stuff you need besides the piping. Okay, so first thing we're gonna talk about is the turbo itself. This is a comp turbo. Any turbo will work. Just make sure you size it to your power goal, and you should be good with whatever turbo you decide to go with. So next thing I'm gonna go to is the wastegates. This one is a Turbo Smart wastegate. These come in different sizes, and these are what controls your boost. A lot of people confuse them with the blow-off valve and think that the blow-off valve controls the boost, but no, it's the wastegates that control the boost. This is an external wastegate. There's some turbos that have internal wastegate. I'll post a picture of what those look like. If you have one of those turbos, you don't need an external wastegate. But if you have a regular turbo like this one, you're gonna need external wastegate. Either one or two, or depends what the turbo kit, what the piping has, and it controls the boost by depending what spring it has in there. If you have a 7-pound spring, it's gonna make 7 pounds of boost. If you have 14-pound springs, then you're gonna make 14 pounds of boost. So that's how the wastegates work. Next, I'm gonna talk about the blow-off valve. This is a Turbo Smart blow-off valve, but you could go with whatever brand you want. What the blow-off valve does is relieve all the pressure that's built up on the charge pipe. When you let off the throttle body closes and all that pressure is in the charge pipe. So the blow-off valve opens up and lets that pressure out. Instead of going back into the turbo. If you have a anti-surge turbo like this, you don't really need a blow-off valve, but it's always best to run a blow-off valve. Just gonna help extend the life of your turbo. Whatever spring is inside the blow-off valve doesn't control the boost. It's just there to control the valve that opens. If you go with the higher springs, you're gonna open up less. If you go with the lower spring, you'll open up more. Yeah, that's what the blow-off valve does. So next is intercoolers. This is a Treadstone air-to-air intercooler. This is the more common kind of intercoolers. There's some water intercoolers. Those are more for like full-blown race cars. They have water boxes and all that. With the intercooler, you want to go with a properly sized intercooler. Depending on your power goal, you want to get one that's rated for that. So just make sure you get the proper size intercooler and you should be good. Next, I'm going to talk about the fuel system. Any NA car from factory, you're going to want to upgrade the fuel system. First thing you're going to want to upgrade is your injectors. Depending on your power goal and the fuel you're going to be running, you want to get the right size injectors for your power goal. And also, you're going to want to upgrade your fuel pump. This is a Walbro 450. But yeah, whatever the factory fuel pump it comes with. If it's an NA car, you're gonna want to upgrade it for sure if you're trying to make good power. Another thing I want to mention is some NA cars are return desk fuel systems from factory. You're definitely gonna want to do a fuel return system if the car doesn't come with the fuel returns from factory. Also, depending on the car and your power goal again, some factory fuel lines are small, so you want to upgrade those to bigger size fuel lines. And then also, if you're going to big power, you'll upgrade the fuel rails and fuel filter. It all depends on your power goals. Another thing you're gonna want to upgrade is the fuel pressure regulator. You want one that's adjustable. Just a cheap one I had laying around, but you want to upgrade the fuel pressure regulator. Some cars, like the VQs, have an in-tank fuel regulator. It's not even external. So you want to add an external fuel regulator when you add the fuel return system on the VQs. You need this kind of fuel regulator that connects to the intake also, because you want the fuel pressure rising as the boost rises. That way you don't have leaning out issues or anything like that. Next I'm going to talk about gauges. If you don't have a standalone that monitors everything, you're going to want some gauges. The three I usually recommend is air-fuel ratio, oil pressure, and boost gauge. Those are the three main ones I recommend. You want to monitor those things. After those, you can also have fuel pressure, oil and coolant temp gauges. Those are also good to monitor. But the three main ones are the ones I mentioned first. Those are the ones I recommend when you turbo a car. So that's everything you need to turbo a car. It's the bare minimum stuff. And a tune. You're also going to need a tune so that all this stuff works properly. You need a tune. I try to explain everything the simplest way possible of what everything does. There's way more technical ways to explain them, but just doing them the simplest way I can, so anybody can understand what I'm talking about. If you have any questions, you can comment below. If you're interested in any of my turbo kits for the VQs, I have the prices on them on my website. You can check it out. Any other questions, message me through my website or through Instagram. I'll get back to you as soon as possible. And if you have any other car that's not a VQ and you're interested in me making a turbo kit for it, let me know. I'm always down to work on any car, not just VQs. I'll be posting more. I have some interesting projects coming up. I plan to finish my Z and a couple other cars that are gonna be custom, not your typical VQ turbo kits. They're gonna be different, so stay tuned for that stuff. Next video I'm gonna try to make is how to properly route the wastegates, so stay tuned for that also. If you guys have any other video suggestions, leave them in the comments. I'll try to make any videos that you guys are interested in. That's everything I have for this video. Thanks to everyone that has subscribed, and thanks for watching.